Scientists in the Netherlands have discovered... sorry, that's a tough sentence to say. Have discovered pregnancy causes long-term brain changes to the mothers. Long-term?
Oh.
Brain changes, I know. Stay with me.
Okay.
Dr. Zach Turner's here to explain this. Dr. Zach, sorry, we're a bit giggly, but many women, complain about baby brain. My wife did, Sonia still does. What is it, and what have researchers found?
Well, lots of things. And so we all know, and I guess we should say that mothers are amazing. They put up with a whole lot, and fathers are amazing as well with twins, do very, very well. And we've been talking about the idea of having a baby brain for a long time, where you become a bit forgetful, cry at the drop of a hat, things become a little bit too difficult.
That's right, I do.
That's excellent. But what they've actually found is they've actually done neural studies on the brain and shown that mums actually change their brain around a little bit when you're pregnant. And so some parts get a little bit bigger, which is the parts that you use to look after your kids. And other parts get a little bit smaller, which are the parts you probably don't need quite so much of, which is why you're probably a little bit more emotional. So the parts that get bigger make you a bit more caring.
Yes.
So much so that if they show mums photos of their kids,
yes,
it'll actually trigger neurons and trigger energy and firing in that part of the brain even more.
So which bit shrinks?
That's it.
The husband.
Which bit becomes less?
Totally. Well, there's a part of your brain in your prefrontal cortex which actually shrinks, which is sort of in this area. If you go straight in deep,
yes,
and then it actually gets a little bit smaller. But did you have it?
I think I still have it.
You think you still have it?
Well, memory lapses are one thing. I mean, because they're not exactly helpful when it comes to preparing for motherhood. But are there any benefits to these brain changes?
Well, benefits are that you're going to be more adept and comfortable at looking after kids.
More in tune.
More in tune with your children.
Yeah.
But it also
it's weird.
gets...
Sometimes...
Stay with us.
Hang on, let me just get my brain in order.
Bear with us.
No, but I remember
we'll be right
being
back.
able to hear Maggie cry, even though it was almost imperceptible to everybody else. I could hear it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And you also get sometimes a letdown from that. Mothers still afterwards will still get milk come from hearing a baby cry, which is quite amazing. It does get easier. So I'm the eldest of 5 kids. And so my mum said by the 5th one, not only did he walk out, but the baby brain is probably a little bit less full on because it shrinks down, and you probably are a little bit more adept to the changes that you need to make.
Your mother is the same, but it makes sense though. There's
same.
all those chemicals are going in through the body to grow a human, do the incredible things that mothers do. Are there long-lasting effects? I mean, can those effects last how long after birth?
They say up to 2 years.
Whoa,
but it's not as if you sort of all of a sudden it's empty and then poof, it gets full again. It builds back up again. And if you were to have another child in that time,
it could be vague for years.
But you've had twins, so does this mean you had doubled? Is there like daddy sort of dementia?
I don't think so.
No?
But you'd have to ask my wife about that. But but I'm interested in how long it lasts, this baby brain, and the side effects of that, because there'd be many mothers out there going, well, I have noticed a legitimate difference in, say, going back to work and how I deal with day-to-day events.
Yeah, exactly. So it will improve. It is more in some mothers, more in new mothers, and it will improve over the course of kind of a year to 2 years, and it'll go back to normal over time. However, they're also saying that those changes actually make you better and have better memory in the long run. So there's actually long-term
benefit.
better changes from this actually happening, which
there
is really
you
quite
go.
interesting.
Can't wait for that
Thank you very much. What was your name again? Dr. Zach. Thank you. Need your own show.